Hey everyone, it's Strange Michael. I hope you're doing well today. I have a video of not my reaction of watching the trailer for the new Texas Chainsaw Massacre, but just my general thoughts on it. I need to just put my thoughts on dash whatever the topic of the video is for the title. Anyway, the new Texas Chainsaw Massacre is coming out this year. Let's see if does it say when it's coming out. I'm pretty sure it's pretty soon. February 18th. Yeah. Isn't that right at, like, the weekend of, Valentine's Day, you know? Anyway, so it's this year. It's coming on Netflix. Of course, Netflix apparently, I guess, owns the rights to Texas Chainsaw Massacre. And as we know, there's ups and downs a lot with this franchise. They've been all over the place. The original, in my opinion, is phenomenal. I love it. It's a classic. Probably the best of the series. I also kind of think, and mind you, I haven't seen this film in like 10 years, but I do think I love the remake and the prequel to the remake, which is called Texas Chainsaw Massacre: The Beginning. I've never seen part 3 of the original franchise. I've never seen part 3. I don't think I've seen the most recent rendition. I saw Leatherface, which I liked. I'm the only person on the planet who liked that movie. It reminded me of one of those low-budget slashers that I loved when I was a kid. You know, the kind of stuff I grew up on from Hollywood Video and Blockbuster and all that. So it was something that was kind of more familiar to me as a low-budget horror fan, depending on what we're talking about. It wasn't great. The twist is kind of stupid and wonky, but I was a fan of certain parts of that flick. The what is it, Texas Chainsaw 3D, or just called Texas Chainsaw when it's not in 3D. That was a mixed bag, heavily. I'm one of the only people on the planet who thought it was a mixed bag. Most people hate it. I think some of the lines in it are the cringiest lines ever. And I suspect that this is not a remake, mind you. This is not a remake. This new Texas Chainsaw Massacre is a reboot. It's a, mind you, we've already done this. Mind you, we've already done this. It is a sequel to the original movie. Just the way Texas Chainsaw was all those years ago. I forgot how long it's been since Texas Chainsaw came out, but mind you, we did a prequel to the original film with Leatherface, I think it's the newest one that came out. I'm so confused. I forgot on which one came out before, but I know Leatherface came out before, or came out after. I'm so all over the place. Leatherface came out after the original reboot to the original film, where Texas Chainsaw was a direct sequel, literally begins picking up from the end of the original classic movie. So I don't know if this is going to have anything to do with Texas Chainsaw. I don't think it will, even though that's where I saw it at, on Netflix, when I first watched it. They didn't make it, but that's where I first saw that movie. I remember Leatherface looking like complete trash in the Texas Chainsaw 3D movie. I hated the design for him. The actor was cool. He looked good. Big, bulky, brutish type of dude. Not a fan of what I'm seeing of the Leatherface that we're kind of going with here. I kind of like the skin mask that he has. But the new direction that we're going is to basically copy Halloween 2018. Everybody's saying that. Every single person on the planet's saying that. It's exactly what happened. It wasn't one of those situations like Child's Play where you got a remake that's very, very different. This is a reboot that is tied directly to the original. I have a feeling it's going to ignore Texas Chainsaw 3D. So again, this is something we've already done before, and we're doing it again. To me, this is a little controversial. I'm intrigued by what I've seen. I'm also a lifelong horror fan. This is a horror channel. Of course I'm interested. Of course I'm interested in seeing what this is going to be like. I would, if I owned all the movies, I would plan on going ahead and watching them all, doing the reviews here. I might try to start that up by next week. Of course, next week is like a week away from the release date of this thing, so I don't know how much I can get out. But I would like to get involved in reviewing those, maybe eventually get around to the this new film I'm reacting to the trailer of. Again, I like the design of the mask for Leatherface. This taking place 55 years, according to what I'm seeing on IMDb, after the original classic, is going to be one of those Michael Myers syndrome. Now, Michael Myers in Halloween Kills you can have a little bit of a discussion with Halloween 2018 and Halloween Kills, and possibly Halloween Ends, I'm assuming, about whether Michael has a little bit of a supernatural aspect to him. There's a big debate amongst the fan base with what Halloween Kills did. Is Michael Myers still supernatural? Because we were told when we started with Halloween 2018 that he wasn't anymore, right? Halloween Kills kind of throws that out the window, in my opinion. Really makes you debate and think about that, whether that's actually what happened here, or are they trying to keep it as I don't know, thought-provoking as possible, you know? And I'm very intrigued by that. I really like that. I like that aspect about these new Halloween flicks. You can't pull that off with Leatherface. And I don't like how in this film trailer it seems like we're kind of pushing the idea that Leatherface is this ultimate maniacal brainiac, when he's not like that. He is a brute that grew up in a horrible family that mistreated him, mistreated everybody in the family. They all hated each other, but they all considered themselves the family. It's like Fast and Furious gone wrong, you know? The Fast and Furious people became cannibals, and Vin Diesel lost his legs and got in a wheelchair and became scrawny. I don't know. It's a lot of stuff to really mimic and mock there. That's not what Leatherface is. He's not a brute stalker killer. Maybe they're going to try to make him into that, but that's not what he is. That's not what made the original film so scary. The environment and the setting of that original movie is what makes that so scary. And Texas Chainsaw didn't capture that as a reboot. This doesn't look like it's going to capture that as a reboot, and I hope I'm wrong. Mind you, we're talking about a trailer here. I hope I'm wrong, because I'm looking at what I'm expecting to get here. It being Netflix, I'm already expecting SJW politics in this. You can already see little fragments here in the trailer a little bit. One of the worst lines from the trailer is at the end of it when Leatherface is on a bus of teenagers. They all pull out their phones to videotape him. And the one kid in the front is like, try anything and you're gonna get canceled, bro. I'm like, oh, you're gonna die a horrible death. It's gonna be interesting. And it looks like they're going for quite a bit of gore in this trailer, from what I can tell. And I'm cool with that. That's what Texas Chainsaw needs. You know, I know the original film has no blood, but to me, that's the way you make these movies nowadays, with good gore effects. That's why I love the remake, and I love the sequel, or prequel, to the remake, called The Beginning. So, I'm very mixed on what I think so far about this. If it's 55 years later, that's right now, isn't it? I think. So having cell phones in a Texas Chainsaw Massacre movie, I'm not a big fan of that already. I think that was done in Texas Chainsaw. I believe. Was it? I don't remember. I think it was. Regardless, I'm not a fan of that. I don't want that in the movie. And I'm hoping that we can just have a real quick line drop in the movie like, oh, I don't have any service. And then, bammo, the phones are gone the entire movie at that point. So, my whole point is, this could be a very bad movie, and this could be a really solid movie. I don't think it's going to be a good movie. I don't think it's going to be a great movie. The cinematography look to it looks nice. I'm intrigued. That's really my thoughts on it. I'm intrigued, and I hope it's good. With Netflix, I don't know that it's going to be good, but I'm hoping that it's at least decent. I don't even have a Netflix account. I would have to get a Netflix account to be able to watch this for you guys. So, there's that. You know? Yeah. But we'll see. I hope it's good. I hope I can come back and report a good movie to you guys that I'm excited over and that you guys are excited over. I want to celebrate this as a mild Texas Chainsaw Massacre fan. When I say mild, I mean of the franchise. It's one of those franchises like Hellraiser that I'm not a fan of for the most part. I love the original film for Texas Chainsaw Massacre, like I said. I saw 2 a long time ago. I'm not a big fan of that from what I remember, but I haven't seen it in like 15 years. It's been a long time. But the remake and the reboot, or the remake and the sequel, prequel, whatever, and the classic, to me, are hands down phenomenal. I love all of them. I have great memories with those movies, too. But anyway, what are your thoughts? Put them down below. I'd love to hear what you have to say about this film. Are you excited for it? Are you pissed about it? It seems like a lot of people are mad. I don't know. I'm intrigued. I hope it's good, but that's just me. So put your thoughts and comments down below. Thank you guys for watching. God bless you. And yeah, Texas Chainsaw Massacre. We have that in about a week or two. Anyway, thank you for watching. God bless you guys. Goodbye.